So guys, when it's winter, for one thing that we always use is knitwear. So today's video, I want to share with you guys little tips and tricks to like wash your knitwear, hand wash your knitwear so that it will last for as long as you want. Because it can be very easy to like wash knitwear, trust me, but at the same time it can be very complicated. So these little tips and tricks will just help your knitwear last longer, make it look always nice. It won't like, you know, look worn out and always kind of very okay. So I hope you enjoyed this, my little tips and tricks. So I hope you really find it helpful, because for me this is a game changer. Like, it has really like changed everything when it comes to my knitwear. They are always looking on point every single year, as if I just get them very like new. So guys, let's just get into today's video. Guys, our number one tips is do not use too warm water to wash your knitwear. Absolutely no, because when you do that, your knitwear is going to be like as if it's cooked. So it's going to be very hard. Not very hard, the texture is going to change. Because when you wash your knitwear with a very warm water, at the end of it all, it will not be the same. It won't be soft the way it used to. So you will just definitely notice a huge difference. So that is not what you want, because it doesn't do any good to our knitwear. So do not wash your knitwear with a very warm water. Just a not too cold, not too warm. Because if you use cold water to wash it, the same time is not the best. So you just want to use like warm water, not cold, not hot, just like in between. So yeah, that is our tips. Tips number two on how to like hand wash your knitwear to make it last longer and always looking fabulous is never you use too much soap on your knitwear while washing. Do not pour, because sometimes in the past I always think that when I put so much soap, it will come out very clean. So when the thing is like foaming very well, so that means it's going to be very clean. Trust me, when you use so much soap on your knitwear, at the end of the day, you'll find out that knitwear, the texture is going to change. It won't be as soft as the way it was before. It will not be the same. Too much soap on your knitwear is not something that you need. You just need very little. The water does not really need to like, you know, foam so much for it to become very clean. You just need a very little soap on that water, and you just wash, and that is all you need, and it's going to be very clean. Because sometimes these knitwear, they are not as dirty as we think. So yeah, very little soap, be it like the powder or the liquid or any kind of soap that you're using. Do not use so much soap, so it's gonna like ruin your knitwear. Tips number three: never you put in your knitwear soap before putting water. Absolutely no. You're just gonna like reel that. It's just gonna like, oh my god. If you want to like wash, first thing you should do, your water on the bowl, your water, the soap, any kind of soap you want to use before like putting in your knitwear. Because when you just have to like put your water, knitwear, and sprinkle your powder soap on top, it's going to ruin that knitwear. So it won't be the same. The texture will change, and it will not be as soft the way it's used to. That is just what it's going to be. At the end of the day, it might stretch out, or it might not look, you know, pretty the way it used to. So do not put soap on your knitwear before putting water. Instead, it is the bowl, the water, the soap, and before putting in your knitwear. So that is the normal procedure. So let's go to tips number four. What you should never ever do while you're washing your knitwear, hand wash. So guys, this is like, because I'm very guilty. In fact, over guilty the worry. I'm so guilty of this that I just feel like laughing at myself. When you wash your knitwear, what you should do, never you squeeze. I don't know, I have this mentality in the past that the more you like scrub with your hands very well, that means it's going to come out very clean. Of which at the end of the day, when the thing don't dry, I will be like, is this the same thing that I wore the other day? You know, it will look funny and kind of worn out, washed out, horrible. So what you should not do while washing your knitwear, never you like scrub the African way. You know, we like to like wash on like this. Let me show you guys. You are like, you know, girl, that thing will just stretch out. Everything will just mess it up. Never you do that when you're washing. It's just something very kind of very delicate. You don't need to like scrub. I don't need to like scrub because I used to. Just something very easy, because it's kind of very soft. At the end of it all, if you like, you know, stretch it so much, it's going to stretch out. It's going to look very messed up at the end of the day. It won't be the same. So you just want to like take it very easy, very slow. The armpits, the neck, those areas that you know that it's kind of dirty, just very little, and that is all you need. So, and you're very good to go. So guys, our tips number 5, what you should not do, because this is something that I'm guilty of everything for like many years. I'm guilty of everything I'm just saying here. But anyway, I have learned, but I think I learned in the hard way, because how many I throw away I can't even remember. Especially my husband. Oh, hey, if you don't go there, I can't go hide down. You go say, where is my long sleeve? Your wife don't throw away. Your wife don't hide that. So tips number 5, what you should not do after washing. If you want to bring it out from your bowl, do not squeeze like African style. Is it just African style? I don't know, but I know that we are kind of very used to things like this when it comes to like washing clothes. You dare not squeeze your knitwear after washing. Like, you want the water to go out, because knitwear, it always absorbs so much water. Do not like squeeze it for the water to go out. When you do that, at the end of it all, that knitwear, it will double its size, and at the end of it all, it will not even have shape again, because you just like stretch out the whole thing, and it will become very, very mess, like a big mess. Never you like squeeze. Instead, what I normally do, I just like bring it out. Instead of squeezing it, I'll just press it like this. When you're doing the pressing thing, so you can see in that way nothing is stretching out, because when you squeeze like this, you're like stretching it out and drawing the whole thing, making it look messy. So what I just do, I just like press it, press, and at the end of the day, everything does not really need to go out. Definitely there will still be water. So yeah, at the end of it all, I just know what to do to make it like maintain its shape, looking good and nice. So that is our tip number 5. So the next thing, after the washing aspect, you wash, you rinse it off and everything, the same kind of pressing thing just to make the water go out. So the next thing is you want to dry it, right? So how do I do that? The mistake that you have been making, or I have made, that just make my knitwear become longer or shorter, is when you want to dry your knitwear. So never you dry like this. Even if from the down, never you dry like this, maybe with your one peg here, the other one here, and your knitwear is like this. Never you dry like this, and never you dry like this. It will, at the end of it all, when it becomes dry, it's going to still stretch out. It's going to like stretch out in a way that you won't even believe. Because when it's like this, obviously the water will go down. While going down, it will be stretching out. The knitwear will become like a little bit longer. That is why at the end of the day, when the knitwear is kind of dried, you notice that it will come long. It's kind of longer than the way it used to. And not in a nice way. So you don't want your knitwear to become longer than the way it used to, stretch out in a way. So never you dry like this. The easiest way I normally like dry my knitwear, I don't dry like this, and I don't dry like this. What I normally do, I just like spread it on top of a table, something that I know that I don't use. I just spread it anywhere. It can be anything on top of my, what is it called, like kadaya, what I don't know what it's called in English. Anyway, I just look for a very neat place to like spread it, like lie it down like this. In that way, it's going to take long to dry, but trust me, at the end of it all, it still remains the same. So it won't stretch out, it will maintain its shape, and at the end of it all, it's still going to look very, very okay. So these are just little tips and tricks whereby you can like apply when you're washing your knitwear, and it will last so long. So guys, after the drying aspect, so what I normally do is, that has kind of worked for me so much, I just use a steamer. I don't use iron on it. I just use a steamer just to like, make it, refresh it, just to make it smell good, just to make it feel that kind of, ironed, kind of straight, even if knitwear don't really need to. But trust me, it is a game changer, because in my house I iron everything. If you ask me to come and cook, I'll be like, cook again. But trust me, if not to go iron clothes, I really enjoy like ironing clothes. So this is something that for me is not for everybody, but trust me, this is something that I noticed that it has really changed the quality. These are just little tips and tricks that have really helped me. In fact, for me, it is a game changer. I don't get to buy the same knitwear over and over again, just because I'm not kind of very careful or very patient when I'm washing my knitwear. So I hope you find this video helpful. So if you do not forget to subscribe to this channel for more videos. Activate your bell. I do upload video 3 times a week. So yeah guys, thank you so much. And if you have already, come check your girl out on IG, Nancy_Coco1. I'll leave my handle up there for you guys to come check your girl out. And yeah, because I do upload upload almost everyday outfit inspiration on my IG. So yeah guys, thank you so much and see you all in my next video. Thank you. Bye bye.